2017 Ford Focus ES 1-liter turbo with the 6-speed manual transmission. This is a 3-year review. I've had this car since 2017. It is now 2021. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it 3 years, or maybe a little bit more, but yeah. So as you can see, this vehicle is silver. Comes with some pretty nice alloy wheels rated at 215/55 R16. Those are true alloy wheels, no hubcaps. One of the things I really liked about it was these turn markers here. For an economy car, that's pretty good. I think that actually this may be the first car that I've ever had that on, actually, and it's the cheapest car I've ever had. So, oh no! Yeah, it's there. Story. Come to the rear end. Pretty nice. It's a pretty handsome car. Kind of looks like an egg. I haven't heard anybody else say it, but that's definitely what I see when I look at it. In the rear, we have all incandescent bulbs except these right here. Don't mind my license plate, don't come find me. I don't have anything. We have one exhaust outlet for this 1-liter turbo 3-cylinder. Again, this is the Ford Focus SE EcoBoost. Ooh, capless gas. Fancy. I think that also may be a first for me, although I had a lot of vehicles that cost a lot more. Made in Michigan. Get that profile. So, as far as my upgrades to the exterior, I installed the headlights on. You can't see it. There are some daytime running lights right there. I installed some Sylvania lights in there to give it a newer look. I also replaced the headlights. They came with the incandescent yellow bulb, and I needed something that could throw light further down the road so I could see what was coming. Also threw one of my LED license plates on there. Ooh. If you guys are interested in that, look at the link in the description. Follow it to the website to buy some LED license plates. So on to the interior. Pretty standard Ford. Window controls, up, down, mirror controls, lock, unlock, metal. The map pocket is big enough to fit some hand sanitizer, your toothbrush and toothpaste to keep you from, scaring people away. We also have a reflector for your security. This vehicle comes with all manual seats. And as I mentioned before, we got 3 pedals. Man, Tran! It's a 6-speed manual. I do like the fact that this vehicle actually comes with the 6-speed manual. That's actually the only reason why I bought it. I had a Jeep Wrangler before this, and I loved it, but it cost me too much. It cost me more than my house did, or my apartment did, so I had to let it go. So looking at the instrument cluster, we have analog gauges, But we do have a small LCD screen. I would say it's about 2.5 inches, maybe 2.8 inches right there in the middle. With that, you could basically go through your vehicle information, trip info, how much you have till empty. Let's scroll down this away. Your vehicle speed, everything you just saw on that last screen actually, and your trip timer. One thing that I did think was pretty cool was that little emblem to the right of the vehicle. Not only does it let you know what direction you're going in, which is pretty standard, but if you look at that forward focus right there, you can see that the headlights are on. Now I'm about to turn the headlights off. Oh, look at that. The lights went off on the little forward focus over there. That's showing that the running lights are on. As you see, the rear lights came on there. Now that's headlights. And you see that front driver door is open. Ooh, now it's closed. It's the small things, guys. This is an economy car, so you gotta be excited about what you get. Yes, my check engine light is on. I know it. You know it. We all see it. No need to tell me. This is the instrument cluster. We have another small LCD screen, but everything's pretty intuitive over here. Everything's tactile, real buttons, as to be expected with a entry-level economy car. Radio dials. Got a little air freshener from the lady for Christmas. Over there on the passenger side, as with most of this car, you got hard touch plastic. Have a little bit of storage right here. I don't like to use it because once you put one thing right there, it basically junks up the whole car. 12-volt control. Automatic start stop on and off. I usually have that off. I do have a manual transmission, and the worst thing to happen to you is to be sitting at a light and you just try to kick it in gear real fast, and then you know your car has to actually start up again. We do have speakers in the door. I don't know if I can pick that up, maybe on that side. And the same thing mimic on the passenger side, with the exception of the window up and down controls. Again, we have a drink holder and a spot big enough to hold your business cards, maybe some masks, something like that. Whatever you're so inclined to throw in there. Now let's head out of here. Nothing fancy with the rearview mirror. Simple as can be. Here we have our voice control up top. No sunglass holder. Vanity mirrors. Hold that down. What? It's me. LED. Sylvania, I got these from Pep Boys. Large upgrade. Trust me. One of the last things you want is yellow lights everywhere. Now to the center control. Uh-oh. That horizon leveling is playing tricks on me. Center console storage. Really small. My hand. Average size man hand. Man hand. It's about the only thing that can fit in there. But you do have a USB aux and a 12-volt charging. Other than that, down here at the very bottom is where you would control your keys in case they ever got deprogrammed. Really small, but it's to be expected. Again, pockets, in the side of the seat. One thing I don't like about these seats is they get dirty really fast. Look at them. Just look at them. They aren't too bad, but they're really cheap, and if a raindrop hits them, it basically looks like crap, like right after you just clean them. So floor mats with the holes in it, because I do have the 6-speed. I'm always putting the pedal to the metal. Now onto the back seat. Pretty decent door panel, multicolored. Got the one piece of metal again for the door handle. Decent storage, you can fit a bottle in there, a very small bottle, because the height limit on this thing is pretty small. The back seat itself is pretty small to be expected with this small car, small vehicle, but these front seats do have cutouts. These cutouts work wonders. The smaller the seat, the more the space, or so you would expect anyway. We got our map pockets. You can fit your little disposable placemats for your little kids when they want to start throwing stuff everywhere but on the placemat. And that center console, we do have a small little bit of storage, no climate control, no anything other than that. Map pockets again on the passenger seat. It's a pretty decent interior. I wish I would have gotten black seats, but this is the only one I had with the manual transmission at the time. These seats, oh my gosh. Yeah, I actually stopped cleaning them at some point because they took so long to clean, and they got dirty like instantly. So I have 3 kids, and they don't give a what. The great thing about this seat is it is large enough to fit 3 seats. Well, 3 people, 3 small people. If you have wide shoulders, you're not going to fit back here. Well, 3 of you aren't going to fit back here anyway. Seats do fold down. A little control right here. Press it. Boom. Seat folds down. The only thing about this is the seat does not fold flat. So if you have anything really long, it's going to end up protruding upward towards your windshield, which isn't ideal in most situations. You have to take the front seat and push it forward. But it works. We got our hooks for the car seats, of course. Got to make sure the kitties stay safe. And here the bottom of seats, bottom seat hooks. Floor space is pretty small too. As I jump back here, I'm in the back seat behind maybe where my wife would sit, and I have truly about 4 inches to here, but to here a little bit less, but that's that indentation I was talking about earlier. Looks all junky up there. Take that water bottle, see what I mean? Fix that one water bottle and it looks like a whole different car. I also have the light headliner, which I've done very well with, actually. Not many stains. Got the LED interior lights that I upgraded when I did the daytime running lights. Side airbags. Hop out now. Another thing to be considered are these seals right here. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but you can tell where they skimped out on the paint and the seals. I don't know if later on down the line if that's going to come through and be an area of rot, but not rot, but rust. But the seals have a little less paint, well, a lot less paint than the rest of the vehicle. And that's the front with the dash again. Another thing that I forgot to mention is the steering wheel is starting to peel. I have 3 years on the vehicle, maybe that's normal. It's a vinyl steering wheel. They try to dress it up and make it look nice, but it's still a vinyl steering wheel. It is not leather. All right, on to the trunk. Let's check this trunk space out. Usually it's pretty hard to tell how large a trunk is. In this case, it's no different. But most people know how large a 40 pack of water is. So here we go. I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe about 5 of these side by side, rigged in there. But the trunk itself has a pretty small opening, so if you have anything too large, it's not going to fit in there. Again, the seats do fold down, but they don't fold down flat. There are no speakers in this upper deck here. Actually, the speakers in this car are not great at all. One of the things I wish I could have upgraded, but I didn't see a reason to, since it's a Ford Focus that doesn't really have any other options at all. Now with that back down, let's go to the front, pop that engine, and see what we're working with. Woo. All right, prop rod. Prop rod. All right, this is our 1 liter turbo engine. Really small. 1, 2, 3. 3 cylinder. Look at that thing shaking around like it's crazy. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. But it shakes around a good bit, but it's so small it doesn't really matter. It's a little dirty under here, but I don't do much under here, so the only thing I have to do every once in a while is get an oil change. I do have that check engine light to get checked out, but I already know what it is, so I don't really care. All right, so this is our 1 liter turbo. As far as gas mileage, I have gotten up to 50 miles a gallon on the highway. I've gotten as low as 30 and on the highway, driving as fast as I could. But overall, I get around 36, 37, 38 miles a gallon. According to the spec sheet, you should get around 34 miles a gallon. And the torque figure is around 150, while the horsepower is at 148. Is that good? I think it's pretty decent for this vehicle. Again, I do have a 6-speed transmission, so I do have all my power on tap with the automatic transmission. I can't really comment on that. It may work for some people, it may not. But if you're just looking for a vehicle to get around town, save gas, and look all right doing it, this is the vehicle for you. If not, if you want a lot more character, maybe not. Probably won't be too heavy. So another thing to consider with these Ford Focuses and these American vehicles in general are rebates. So this vehicle was going to run me about $19,000. Of course, I wasn't going to pay that. So the asking price, the MSRP, is $19,000. But as Ford does on occasion, and by occasion I mean most of the time, they were running a sale. So they were giving most people about $4,000 off of the MSRP. This vehicle's MSRP was $19,050. I ended up getting out the door at $14,000 on this vehicle. And if you ask me, that's a pretty darn good deal. $14,000 for a brand new vehicle that can get you up to 50 miles a gallon, averaging about 37, about 36 to 40 miles a gallon in combined driving. Side markers, alloy wheels, simple upgrades to the LED. Although my vehicle did come with the manual transmission, so I did not have any options at all. The seats were standard, the wheels are standard. The engine didn't cost anything extra. No extra with the climate controls. This is not a titanium titanium level, whatever. So if you want something like that, the MSRP is going to run closer to 30, and then you can drop that down from there. But again, this is my 3-year review of my Ford Focus SE 1 liter. The only major issues I have had is that check engine light. I actually put the wrong gas in there. Another thing is that this vehicle takes premium in the Ford Focus. Yes, premium gas. This little thing has a high compression rate, which means I need premium gas. If you put regular gas in me, my check engine light might come on and never go off. That's what happened to me. It hasn't went off. I reset it. It came back on. Somebody will fix it. I don't care to. But all right, guys. That's pretty much it.